The president just pulled the plug on his cabinet meeting at Camp David. The order was immediate. Everyone is to report to the White House to solve the Iran situation once and for all. The urgency is driven by a massive blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. With maritime trade effectively frozen, the global cost has already climbed past $20 billion. But the primary threat is physical. Deep inside underground bunkers, Iran has secured enriched uranium, nuclear dust, that they must now either surrender or destroy. For decades, Tehran has leveraged its status as an opaque negotiating partner to stall Western diplomats. The working assumption has always been that Iran will find a way to outmaneuver any deal. Washington's new strategy ignores traditional bartering. Instead of a treaty, they have successfully engineered a geopolitical trap, using regional peace agreements to leave Iran with absolutely no room to move. Right now, this trap is built on the foundation of the Abraham Accords. Over the weekend, the president dropped a stunner on Arab leaders. The U.S. would only sign a new Iran deal and lift the blockade if those nations normalized relations with Israel. This ultimatum forced a sudden alignment from regional powers like Qatar, Egypt, Pakistan, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. Their message to the president was clear: we are with you on this deal, and if it doesn't work, we will be with you too. By tying the Iran deal to normalization, the U.S. created a regional barrier pinning the Arab world against the Iranians. This means if Iranian proxies mess with Israel, they mess with the entire Arab world's security. Everyone now has skin in the game. This checkmate strips Iran of its ability to isolate Israel from its neighbors, removing Tehran's primary source of regional leverage without requiring a massive U.S. military intervention. For the trap to hold, Iran's economic and military escape routes had to be closed simultaneously. The financial pressure is staggering. Between the cost of the blockade and previous sanctions, Iran is now more than $100 billion in the hole. Militarily, the U.S. has been aggressive. After catching the Iranian Mosquito fleet laying mines along the strait, U.S. forces lit them up. When Iran retaliated with missiles, the Pentagon responded by wiping out their launchers, describing the action as purely defensive. Simultaneously, their proxy network is being degraded. Israeli strikes recently hit over 100 Hezbollah targets in Lebanon in a single overnight action. Now, the Pentagon is testing the Breaker, a bunker-rupturing warhead carried by a drone, specifically designed to shake loose the uranium buried in underground sites. With its military industry knocked out, its leadership dead or in hiding, and its bank accounts empty, Iran has been stripped of its offensive options. The U.S. is now tightening the snare with a single ultimatum: no dust, no deal. The first prerequisite is the total opening of the Strait of Hormuz. No more terrorism and no more illegal tolls. The core demand is the nuclear dust itself. Iran must either turn the enriched uranium over to the U.S. to be destroyed or destroy it in place. To ensure compliance, the Space Force maintains unblinking surveillance over the 3 nuclear sites, watching the rebel in real time. The administration isn't budging. Unfreezing bank accounts will only begin after the verified destruction of the uranium begins. Current reports indicate the deal is roughly 90% finished and could be officially signed in less than a week. The final delays are largely semantic. Iranian leadership is haggling over specific words so they can save face and project strength to their domestic audience, even as they capitulate to the deal's terms. The global markets have already called the winner. The S&P is at an all-time high, and oil prices have closed below $100 a barrel. By forcing the Arab world to take ownership of the regional security architecture, the U.S. has fundamentally changed the local dynamic. The trap has used a peace accord to neutralize a nuclear threat, allowing America to finally step away from its role as the Middle East's babysitter.